Remember to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update from FirstCry Parenting.
Reasons why babies cry before sleeping. When you encounter your baby crying for hours before sleep, most of them are clueless about what needs to be done. You might be exhausted from taking care of your child the entire day and ready to fall asleep at a moment's notice, but your little one does not seem to be on the same page as you in this regard. Why do infants cry before sleeping? The inability to fall asleep at night. For many babies, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with them. However, they will invariably cry whenever they sleep at night. The crying is simply a reaction of your baby's body getting used to the sleep cycle, since that seems out of the ordinary for him right at the beginning. Presence of any physical discomfort. Crying is pretty much the only way of communication your baby has, which is why he tends to cry every time he needs to convey something. And most of the times, it is something that is getting him irritated or making him uncomfortable that elicits a cry. Attempt to establish social contact. Another reason why your baby might start crying right around sleeping time has more to do with his behavior than anything else. His need for attention and the possibility of wanting social contact might cause him to communicate with you by crying loudly. Tips for soothing your crying baby. Tip number 1. Creation of a conducive environment. For your baby to fall asleep easily, his room's temperature needs to be optimum. This can be tested by checking your child's temperature around his stomach or his back. Choose to clothe based on the weather and layer him accordingly. Try using heat during winters and use a gentle fan in summers to keep the air flowing. Tip number 2. Swaddle your baby properly before putting him to sleep. Even in sleep, your baby needs to feel safe and secure, similar to how he is cuddled and held by the mother. This is usually achieved by wrapping up your child in a light blanket. This also helps keep random limb movement in check, which can erroneously wake him up from sleep. Tip number 3. Choosing the right clothes for sleeping. Babies are ultra-sensitive to the smallest choices regarding them. Even the slightest disturbances in those can make it difficult for the little one to fall asleep. His clothes play a vital role in that regard, and choosing them appropriately cannot be any less important. While you may opt for fitting clothes in the day, it is best to choose a loose-fitting option for your baby when he sleeps at night. Knowing why babies cry before sleep at night can help put your mind at ease and make you stop worrying about your child. Most children come to terms with sleeping at night by the time they are 4 to 6 months old. If the crying continues uncontrollably, you might have to take him to a doctor.